I'm losing all of my subscribers for this one. Hello everyone, Boom87 here, and welcome to my review of Predator, Killer of Killers. Releasing this year, directed by Dan Trachtenberg, I still believe his name is. This is an animated anthology film set within the Predator universe with 3 different stories that all connect into one, sort of-ish. And definitely something different for the franchise, you know. Animated. Not too different because they have their own comic books, but every horror franchise at this time had a fucking comic book, so, you know, it is what it is. Now, look, so the first story is about this Viking warrior who tries to track down, you know, another Viking leader to get revenge for her father's death, and she has her son with them, and then a predator comes in. Next one is about 2 brothers, one is a samurai, one is a ninja, and they have a battle, and a predator comes and interrupts the battle. And the final one is about a World War II pilot, and you actually see a predator engaging in aerial dogfighting with a predator ship, which is pretty fucking cool. And then it comes together in this something that we'll talk about much later in the video. It has everything working against it, really, for me. Not a huge style of animation, and yeah, I'm not a huge anthology guy, you know, so having an animated anthology movie combines 2 things I don't really like in my movies. I didn't think it was going to work out well, and to be honest, look, the reason I don't really like this movie is not because it's animated or an anthology. I thought it was pretty well animated. I thought the anthology side was pretty okay. I still really not an anthology guy, though, so it is what it is. I feel like I would like something like VHS a bit more, just because it is live action. I don't hate animation, I just don't prefer watching animated movies. Why don't we get right into the positives? This will probably be a bit of a quick review. So, first off, I think that the ideas for each of the 3 work pretty well. You know, Viking, Samurai, Feudal Japan, and World War II. These are 3 eras that, Jesus Christ, got some in my eye. 3 eras that people have been, like, very interested to see what a Predator would do in them. And you get to see a little bit of it. You get to see a little snippet of what they could do in it. So, yeah, you know, it's got it working for it where it has a lot of variety to it. And I think the basic idea works pretty well. Yeah. I thought that the animation itself worked pretty well. I thought that most voice acting worked pretty well. I thought it just kind of worked as looking at basic animated filmmaking, it works. There's a lot of things that just work about it. So, yeah. I thought that the Samurai one was by far the best story. The fact that they do not talk at all until the end, I really enjoy to let you get immersed pretty well. I think talking is overrated in movies. I like portions where there's no talking or action. You can really just get yourself immersed. I like that sort of thing. And it's obviously very actiony. It's one of the craziest action sequences I've seen. But no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very cool. The design of the Predator in that specific story was pretty damn cool. I just thought the Samurai one worked very, very well. Viking story I thought was alright. I thought it also just worked kind of well, but not to the point that the Samurai one did. There's a lot of hit or miss things when it comes to the Viking story, but I think overall I like the Viking story, and it just kind of is what it is, and I enjoy it for that. I'm actually going to end the positives here, unfortunately. It is what it is, you know. It's how it's going to be. sometimes, it's whatever. The mixed, I thought some of the things that happen were a little bit cartoony. Like, some of the action and some of the things characters are doing on, like, the side of planes is just too much for me in terms of, like, fucking wacky bullshit. It's just not... It just doesn't work for me, honestly, at some points. Like, I enjoyed the crazy action, but it was a little, like, okay. Like, like, whatever. Let's move on to the negatives, and I have one negative that is kind of, like, dropped it a little bit, and I have two negatives that I think kind of... Well, it's actually, like, my first negative is kind of like, eh. Second negative is, like, that was pretty bad, and my last negative actually kind of destroys the movie for me completely. First off, the World War II pilot. I thought his voice acting was absolutely fucking horrific. I thought it was terrible. I thought the voice acting was just so cartoony. I just thought it was literally like Disney level, like, of like Disney kids show level of, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I thought the voice acting was terrible, and I'm not going to pull punches. I thought it was horrible. It actively made the movie significantly worse, and if your voice acting makes the movie significantly worse, I'm going to call you out on it. So, yeah. I did not like the Predators in this movie. I enjoyed the armor the Samurai Predator was having, but there is no fucking reason for Predators to be 10 feet tall. Make it like the original, where he was like 7 foot tall, where he's still towering over you, but it's not comical. It looked comical. Too much shit in this movie looked cartoony and comical, and the Predators being that big was fucking stupid. It was silly, and I did not like it. I didn't enjoy it. I don't know what else to tell you. I did not like the fact that they were humongous fucking giants. I thought it was stupid. And finally, the biggest negative, I hated the conjoining storyline at the end, and especially the credit twist. The twist that happens in, like, the mid-credit scene. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. I think the Predator lore, like, how they work, is very concise. It's very condensed, and it's very grounded, and the Predators, like, culture is very... I liked what it did. I liked what Badlands did, but I especially liked... I liked how simple it was. Like, you go down, someone beats a Predator, you honor them, and you leave. The movie fucking destroys that, and I absolutely hated the direction it went with how the Predators do it. The Yautja, to me, are not that kind of creature. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The Yautja, to me, are not, like, the type to, like, enjoy this kind of thing, I feel. The Yautja are not the type. There's no honor in kidnapping people. I hated it. I hated the ending. I hated what it added to the Yautja culture lore. I hated what it did to the previous couple of movies. I absolutely despised it, and I thought it, like, literally destroyed the movie. Like, everything else, I would be like, okay, whatever, 3 stars. Absolutely destroyed this movie. Made me never want to watch it again. I just hated the third act of this film. After the World War II pilot gets... If the World War II pilot scene, when you showed the World War II pilot in that garage, if I had shut the movie off, it would have been fine. The second he gets in the garage, everything else after that, I fucking despised it. All in all, that's it for me. I don't know. That was all I had to say. I really fucking despised how that twist went. I fucking despised how that all worked out, and I you know, the shorts were good enough, but again, I feel like we're not ever gonna get those shorts as fulls now. So, you know, even that's kind of like I don't know. Didn't really like it at all, unfortunately. Not because of the animation or stuff. So don't go fucking crying about how, oh, I just hate animation in the comments because I thought it was fine. Predator, Killer of Killers, 2 out of 5 stars. What did you think? Did you love it? Because I know this is now a fan favorite in this fucking franchise. Did you really not like it like me? Did you actually think it was fucking dog shit? Let me know. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe down below. One more film in this franchise. Bobby97, out.